guess if it ends up being, you know, DFS or something, has to happen on a offline stream, I can do that. So, okay, so where we were, so this is the underdog prop tool. Like I mentioned, I think I have it set to strikeouts. So yeah, so I usually just pick some of the top. Looks like we're just gonna get a lot of RBIs to start this season. A random Alex Wood pitcher win mixed in here, but you can see that's a really high multiplier. So you know, it makes sense per the math. But like I was saying when we cut out, so I tend to have more success with pitchers anyway. So we can kind of you know, make sure we're getting some of our better pitchers. One, I might, you know, there's a pretty big drop off there, so I might that. We do love pitch counts. Haven't gotten pitch counts yet this year on any of the on any pitcher really. So here we could go pitching outs. I might try to stay away from that. Just this very first game. I mean, there's no telling how far these guys are going. Valdez is usually a sure thing to go more than 5. Maybe we can put him, but I might leave everyone else out of this for now. So with that being said, I have all these things picked. We got 4 and 5 man. I'll just hit build. And here is all of my entries. So so a couple things here, what we're looking at. So Kelly, there's a thing called the Kelly criterion. It's basically trying to help you figure out how much of your bankroll you should be putting on each play. So this one here, 1%. That's because it's 5 peppers all the way across the board. So like I think we mentioned before, like if you go with 5 peppers, that's fine. But your entry fee needs to match that. So let's just to even see, let's just mess around real quick and see what you know, what that's probably maxed out multiplier anyway. So we might need to do is take some. Underdog has been going super slow for me too, because they have 3,000 picks currently on here, so it's absolutely just wrecking. So who do we have? Wade Wilson, Contreras, Swinsky. Probably just heart these guys, so we can find them. Swinsky RBI. You know, Cruz was on there. So we might end up exceeding our pick limit here. What else we had? We had Gorman and Buxton. What I might end up doing, I'll show you guys. I might end up taking some of these off. Yeah, we're already at exceeded the pick limit. We haven't even got the 5th pick in there. So with that being said, when it's like this, there's no reason to add another pepper. We're already see, we're already capped. There's no reason to, you know, add a 5th pepper in there. So what I'll do is I'll go back here, and since there's just so many, there's so many RBIs. Let's clean this up a little bit. Let's just take off like the bottom handful. We're only gonna play the top few. I'm gonna leave Cruz on, or leave Buxton. He's above 50%. Let's take some of these guys off. See if that cleans it up a little bit. Okay, I think anything up here is going to be well over the multiplier. I think even this guy will be too. What I might end up doing is coming in here and adding some work on the back end to just exclude things that go over the multiplier. Looks like we're going to get that a lot this season. So what I could do, so I might typically just scroll down here in this Kelly till I get to something that's about 5%. That's probably something that doesn't exceed the multiplier. So let's check this one right here. Contreras, Swinsky, Luzardo, Bieber, and Buxton. So we got Contreras, Swinsky. We'll take off Cruz. Take off Gorman. Add Buxton. Who else we had? We had Luzardo over hits, right? I'm going to star him so I can find him easier later, because I do like to mix and match. And then what was Bieber? I think he under 6.5. Wow, that's a large number this time of year. Already pulled off Look at that. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so yeah, yeah, we end up going over, but probably not by much. I think I'd be okay with this. Sorry, so let's figure out how much to enter though. Okay, so this pick here is 5%. What I typically do, let's just say for me today, I'm gonna have $100 bankroll. So this 5% is how much of my bankroll I should enter on this play. At least that's how I like to use it. So with this 5%, I'm gonna do $5. What I've been doing currently, I've been doing flex plays, and I think I might get, just while we were doing NBA and NHL, I was having a little bit less success than I typically do with MLB. So I think what I'm going to do is continue doing flex at least for a little bit, kind of just seeing how the season goes, especially something like this. I mean, we got 3 peppers on there. It's a little bit, of a risky play. I'm just going to go ahead and do $5 there. All right, we're in. All right, so let's go back to the board here. I wouldn't mind doing something with less peppers. What I may take off Buxton and Gorman. Just kind of rerun and see. I'd really like to start getting, kind of more neutral plays. This one here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one as well. And Reagan's taking off Buxton. So this is my favorite things. All these guys are already on here. We got Ferris, Sardo over hits. Linsky, I think, was still on there. Bieber lower strikeouts, and then we had Reagan's instead of Reagan's. So this is what I do until we can get 2 and 3 bands back. Just kind of mix and match under 6. So you can kind of see 40x. So I think this came out at like 6.92x or so. Anywhere from 5 to 7. I might do 7 here. Play. I'm doing flex again, like I said. You don't have to. Just something I'm gonna do to start the season, just kind of get more of the feel for it. Okay, so we kind of did some of the more risky plays. Had several peppers. So what you can do now is adjusted score. So we have Kelly, which is how much you should enter. ROI, which is what we're currently sorted by, which is why some of these like pepper plays are just absolutely insane. I might try to get Alex Wood in at some point as well. But what you can do now is adjusted score, which is just Kelly times ROI. Gives you an adjusted. It's just a little bit more balanced. You can see this first one here is just all pitchers. I'd love to see that. Let's go ahead. We already had Reagan's. Darvish. Framber was on there. All these guys should be favorited now. Let's see what we got. Framber was over outs. Reagan under strikeouts. Darvish, I think he was under strikeouts, right? Yep, under strikeouts. Sardo over 3.5 hits. Bieber. Okay, so how much should we enter? 15%. Do flex play again, just because, like I said, might change that later, but for now, 15. Okay, so that's what I do. I mean, if let's say you only have 20% or $20 bankroll every day, just kind of scale, on these high upside plays that are 2 or 5 or something. You maybe make those $3 to $5 plays, and then when you get more of these standard plays, you can do $8 to $10 dollars per play. And I just kind of mix and match, do a few different things until I hit my entry limit for the day, and then I stop. All right, so let's look at this. There's this 4-man here. It's same thing, just without Darvish. Go ahead and do that one as well. So you're gonna see I have a lot of the same picks from day to day, so we're not doing Darvish on this. But I do like that. Like I said, you could do, especially on a 4-man, you could do no flex. But just this first day, I think I'm just going to do flex on everything, just kind of see how it goes. This one's 20, 21, so I'll just do 20. that. Okay, let's see. I said I wanted to get Alex Wood on something, so let's see what we can do here. I might get just this next format of that. First, that'll be probably a good mix of upside and kind of not safety, but a little more balance. So let's do that as well. Reagan, Beaver, and Paris. Yeah, that one was 14x. I'll just even 15. Okay, so at this point, I've made a handful. Let's just kind of see what I have entered so far. You can see some of my picks from yesterday: 5, 12, 7, 47, 62. So still have a few more to make. I really would love pitch counts to get added, but I don't think that's going to happen. Give it a, like I said, there's 400 or there's like 2,000 plays on the MLB page, so it absolutely just. One thing I was gonna check is I feel like I've put Darvish and Bieber, or let's see, Luzardo and Bieber in every play so far. So let's try to make a few without those guys. So what I'll do first, I'm gonna uncheck Bieber and build, and we'll see what we come up with. This might be a good way, maybe to get Alex Wood in one. See here, just this top one is, it's all guys we've used before, but it's a different combination. I kind of like this one here. We haven't seen Pablo Lopez yet, so I think I'm going to do this one. So it's actually taken off Bieber. Read all we have. Amber. Darvish, and we skipped Darvish on a few, so it'll be good to get him back. I don't think I have Lopez favorited yet. So quick. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, it once you have have the board of all the plays, I mean it's easy. I don't know how the average person is supposed to go through this board. Lower 5.5 is actually a multiplier. I like that. Let's see what we got here on the entry. 12. That sounds good to me. Quick glance, make sure. All right. So I might do some 4-mans now. Kind of got a good bit of 5-mans in. So what you can do is just uncheck the 5-man. Hit build. I do need to do one without Luzardo. He's still in every single one. Let's see. I pop it back to Bieber here for a second. I do want Alex Wood in one. Try this one with Alex. I still might like some a little safer. 2 pepper players. I'm gonna try this one, but I'm gonna replace Contreras with Sawinski. Like we've had. Here we go. This is it. Like we've had a lot of Contreras as well. I don't think I've had Sawinski by himself. Let's do that. What do we have? We have Sawinski, Wood, Reagans, and Bieber. Sawinski RI. Bieber under phase, and then alright. Pitcher win for the Oakland A's. So, alright, obviously, I mean, you just have to, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying Alex Wood's going to get a win. I'm saying there's a 30% chance to get a win, and we're getting paid out 2.75x. So it's it comes out as a profitable play. You kind of have to keep that in your back of your mind when you're doing this. Still only $5 entry fee for this. Let's do that. I mean, as you can see, like I know I'm doing a lot of flex plays, but I mean, it's all centered around the same course. I mean, if Bieber, Luzardo, Contreras, Reagans, if those guys hit, I mean, these flex plays are all going, at least 3 to 4, 4 out of 5, and then with a couple 5 out of 5 mixed in, we'll be set. I might do one more 4-man. Let's just do it by adjusted score, get something A little more balance. I'll go with this one here. I feel like I only have Pablo Lopez on one. So let's go one more without Luzardo here. All these guys favorited. Reagan, Harris. Lopez. Okay. Okay, so 11. I just call it an even 10. All right, and that's my entries for the day. So, if you do subscribe to the site, let me know if you have any issues with this prop table. I'd love for you guys to use it more. You know, it did take me a long time to code this up. I might go in and add in just exclusions on anything over the multiplier. Harrison asked me if I got paid out for last night. He hit a monster max payout NBA play. Sure he's ready for that to get paid out. It looks like I have not been paid out for last night yet. I'm still sitting on these two 4 out of 4s, and then this one should pay out as well because it was a flex play. I've not been paid out yet. I think I got paid out for one thing. Yeah, here you go. I got one payout yesterday, but I'm still sitting on about 4. That typically doesn't happen. Usually, at worst, it's the next morning. I think you robbed the blind. They weren't sure how much to pay you out, so it might take them a minute. Paige Thompson missed his power play tonight. Kind of messed up a few of my picks. But yeah, you can see, I mean, you know, this is what I do every day. I just I center around, you know, 5 to 10 plays, just mix and match them. Use the tool to kind of help give me different combinations. Figure out, you know, how much to enter. I mean, you can see we just made about 10 different entries, you know, totaling up close to $100. I think before you even start figuring out how much you want to play that day, I would suggest about 10% of your bankroll, and you know, just kind of mix and match. If you have a lot of peppers, maybe do, you know, $3 to $5, and if you have, you know, something a little more safe, do about 10, and you know, make 3 or 4 picks and sit back and watch. So I do have prize picks on here. If you're a prize picks guy, everything is 1x, so there's no reason for a table or a tool or anything like that. I mean, you just go down the list. Looks like I still have some NBA plays on here from yesterday. You can see you know, some similar plays here. I think I adjusted hitter strikeouts for underdog. I haven't adjusted it for prize picks yet, so I'll go in and make that change here in a second. But I'll get these things updated in the morning. If you're interested, hit me up on Discord or something. I usually post, you know, hey, just push an update to the site, things like that. So feel free to join the Discord, you know, talk about these things. You know, I'm an open book when it comes to these props. I mean, we're all on the same page here, just trying to beat the book. So I would suggest getting these no later than 10 a.m. In the morning, especially tomorrow with the early games. I'm going to do an update probably about 6 and 8 Central Time. And if you wait till 10 o'clock, the best ones are going to be gone or they're going to move. So I would suggest getting them as soon as we can, or as soon as you can. So, all right, with that being said, ran a little long on that. We can jump over to DraftKings real quick. I'm just gonna kind of give a quick rundown of the slate. I'm not gonna go through Plate IQ like I always do, of like, you know, every single game and all that. I might save that for another day. Now that you guys have kind of seen Underdog, there are 2 slates on DraftKings though. There's a 3-game early slate. There's actually a night slate as well, but then we have 2 out of the 3 rainouts are both on the first slate. So I'm just avoiding that slate. It's down to 1 game. I don't even know if it's still active on DraftKings. So I'm just gonna avoid that. So really, this chunk of games here in the middle, it's all green. This time of year, it's, you know, kind of cool, but we'll check that kind of you know, game by game as we, you know, as we go and as we get closer. So as you can see, you know, none of the lineups are really really in yet, but we'll go to Plate IQ. I think I've showed you guys this before last year. It's a free tool on Roto Grinders. I do pay for subscription to the RG and to the bat on Roto Grinders, but if you're interested in just some of the free tools, those are the ones I'm going to show in this channel. So we'll just go real quick, just kind of give a high level. So the ISO and WOBAs, those things won't be there just because, you know, I think it's looking for this year and there's no this year data yet. When you go per team, you can look into it. So let's scroll down here, kind of opposite the least fantasy points per team. So you can kind of see some of the top pitchers on the slate. I think it really comes down to Tyler Glasnow, Jose Luzardo, and Tariq Skubal. I think those are going to be your top three pitchers. Webb, Darvish, and Framber may be right behind them. If I'm not mistaken, though, Framber 8K, Luzardo's 7.6. Yeah, Luzardo's a good price, and then Skubal's 9.1. He's going to be a little cheaper than like Pablo Lopez or Tyler Glasnow. So I think if you pay up, it's Glasnow. 9.5K is low for, you know, top pitcher on the slate, and he does have a game under his belt, so I do like that. He started the game last week in Korea, so he might you know, have a little bit longer leash than some of these other guys making their first start. But Glasnow typically goes shorter, but maybe that was just a you know, product of being on the Rays. Maybe now he'll have a little bit longer leash. So I think those 5 is probably where I'm going to stick. Like I said, Glasnow, Skubal, Luzardo, I think are the top 3. With Lopez and Webb and Framber, kind of that next range. He had to go cheap. Not here, cheap wise. I don't think Montas or Josiah Gray are worth it. Let's see, they're kind of the bottom 6K range. I just don't like that. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, there's no like Strider or DeGrom or something crazy on this slate, but there's a lot of really good pitchers. I mean, I don't think you can afford to get, you know, 10 points or so from your pitcher. So I think I would avoid Gray and Montas. Montas is going to be, I don't know, he'll be interesting this year to see if he can stay healthy, because we definitely saw some good years from him when he was with Oakland. All right, as for the bats, I think it kind of comes down to a few teams. The Reds, I think, are going to be the most popular. You can see them coming in here as the 3rd highest point team, but look at the teams around Dodgers and Astros. They're almost certainly cheaper. Josiah Gray's a massive home run pitcher. We can show that so you guys can see this single page. So we're going to look at Cincinnati batters. We'll put it on last season for now, just so we have data. Josiah Gray, look at all this red over here. Massive power to lefties, and he's facing a team that crushes righties. He's got Vic Fraley in there, of course. Haley De La Cruz is much better from the left side. So I think the Reds are going to be your most popular team today. So just keep that in mind. If you play the Reds, you might want to get, you know, different at pitcher. 2 of Glasnow, Skubal, Luzardo plus Reds is probably one of the more popular instructions. See, if you get off the Reds, I think we have a few other teams to pick from. I think maybe the Tigers against really a bullpen game. I guess Crotchet, I don't know how to say his name, is starting for the White Sox last season still. Yeah, you can see super high walk rates, terrible K rate. You know, this was as a bullpen arm too. So who knows what to expect with them as a starter. I mean, the problem is you are playing the Tigers at the end of the day, and but at least this game is in Chicago, so I do like this. Tigers on the road. I think as for cheap team, I think I like the Tigers as well. Let's go back to the team overall page real quick. Yeah, you can see they're 2nd overall, or I think 4th overall. There we go, in overall points. So feel free to use some of these tools, especially as the season gets going. This K rate and ISO information will be interesting. And we'll walk through, you know, like we did last year, just game by game. But I think, you know, at this point, kind of went long enough on Underdog. I was just kind of trying to give a general overview. So let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to ask me in Discord. I plan to write a few things up on the site. I probably won't do a video in the morning, but I'm going to add a DFS tab here, maybe with a little bit of write-up for non-members, and maybe some other nuggets as the day goes on, for members that if I find a team that I think is under-owned or something like that. So hope this helps. Just here to help you guys have a profitable season. We want, at the very least, we want our money to last all season and we have fun. That no one likes emptying out their account in April. But if all things go well, we'll have a profitable season. I had a very good season last year. I think it's like my 5th straight profitable season playing Draftkings MLB. I had a monster season on Underdog too, so I'm looking forward to running that back. So let me know if you have any questions. Discord link should be on the site. You comment in the YouTube section or YouTube comments if you have questions or how to get a Discord or something like that. And feel free to join the site. If you found the prop table helpful. There's no way the average person can look through all 2,000 MLB props and find a 5 they like. So I think I do a great job of just kind of giving you the quick rundown on that, just on that table. $15 as a price of one meal these days. So I don't think it's too much of that. So all right, appreciate you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you at the top.